Good, y'all. No, I'm just playing. Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody woke up with a positive mindset in their right frame of mind and full possession of their faculties, meaning that your mental health is on fleek. I'm just waking up. I can't find my words. You guys know I can never find my words anyway. I'm getting better at it though. But what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope you all are blessed this morning. Did you thank God for waking you up this morning? I did. I need to get to my Bible reading. I didn't do that yet while I got my happy tail on YouTube. I try not to speak to people until I've spoken to God first. Have my quiet time with him. Good morning, Deneen. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody is just in the best of spirits. We're at the last quarter of the year. And I mean, as trying as times are, we got to focus on, I mean, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Worry about your life. Worry about your man, your children. And please, content creators, please worry about your own channels. I mean, for crying out loud, all this negativity, listen, y'all don't care what kind of channel you got, how you reacting or whatever. Your channel is your channel, my channel is my channel. We all have a different way of doing things. But I think the lowest hanging fruit of them all is to get on here with the pettiness and the negativity and shading other content creators. I try not to do it when it's done to me. I peep game. Trust me, I peep all the game. I see what's going on. One thing about me, I am very, very much a student in the school of life. I have not lived this many years and not know who people are. You don't even have to voice it. I know and I expect people to be people. I expect humans to do what humans do. And I don't let it bother me at all. Hey Tasha. What's good, Ready Rocks? So Ready Rocks rebuild. How you doing, mamas? You spoke to God and meditated? Amen. Hey Simply, how you doing, boo? Simply, I'm so sorry. You emailed me and I read it, and I wanted to sit down and respond accordingly. And then, honey, I forgot. I got busy with homecoming and all my BS this week. I had a little fender bender. Some old man hit my car. I'm sorry, love. I will respond to you today. I promise. I wasn't ignoring you or anything like that. I read it and then I just wanted to, take the time and respond, from, give you give your email the attention that it deserves. And then it slipped my mind. I got into this content stuff. But do you see what I'm saying? And thank you for being here because simply could have took that like, oh, she didn't read my email or she didn't respond. It's been a few days, but here she is showing up, and I, I I think sometimes I've been in other lives and I heard certain things and I felt a certain way and I could have been wrong. I think sometimes we need to just get out of our own way and get out of our own feelings, right? Um, and be a little bit more understanding. I think support doesn't mean that you have to approve of everything that somebody else does. Support is just support. It's just okay. I see you what you're trying to do. I see your movement and I support you as a content creator. I don't like everybody's content. And I know everybody doesn't like mine. Some of this crap I put up here, I know you guys probably be like, what the hell is MMG talking about today? Some of it you could get with, some of it probably seems mundane and monotonous, and I'm not on camera, so for different reasons, we may not like each other's content, right? But the point is, we're supposed to be supporting each other in this sector, and many of us have got to know each other because I don't need to say her name. She get enough clout. She's not going to get that this morning. But we all kind of met each other because of that. And then we grew to love each other and we became like a family, the majority of us, right? And like family, we don't always agree or always, sometimes it's going to be a little pettiness, right? But the shade has got to stop. And I just got to say, I don't like some of the things I'm seeing. You know, I feel like people are being intentionally shady and petty. It's not positive because if I see something and I respect somebody because you have to tread lightly, you don't ever know what's going to, um, what can, rub somebody the wrong way. So you want to be conscientious of your words and how you come across. It's not everybody that you can hit up in an email and say, "Hey, girl, I see you, and I think you're doing a good job," or blah blah blah. But I wanted to just let you know XYZ because I don't want you to run into this issue. I ran into this issue before, or I know others who have, and I just wanted to let you know. Just looking out. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I think it was E. Kane last week. She said because a reactor said this message is for E. Kane and E. Kane only, and she was like, if it was for me only, you would have hit me up. So it wasn't just for me. You did it for content, right? So a lot of these content creators, they're getting on here and they're call themselves schooling other content creators, but it's shady, it's petty, and it's content. It's not okay. I'm trying to let you know XYZ, and I see certain content creators doing it. They've been doing it for a few months. Because I've seen their content. When we were doing Streamers University, I seen them throwing shade, and it doesn't matter if we were doing it right or wrong. We were doing it, and we were united. I got hooked up with Roxy. I got hooked up with Kendall, Jazzy, Simply, a lot of creators, and we just start supporting each other from there. We kind of built a sisterhood with Yo Yo and all of that. That's what we were doing. Doesn't matter how, it didn't have to be perfect, it didn't have to be the right way. We were just doing it because we were trying to support each other. I gained a lot of new supporters because that's what who you are. You are supporters, and a lot of them. I mean, when I was in to this morning, it's 11 of you. You guys, some of you know me back to when it was just one supporter. It was just Ann. Ann was just holding me down like most of the summer because I had a lot of different. I was going live every day for like 2 hours a day, and I was building. I just started going live. I would go live to promote my business, which is I'm a self publishing consultant, and I also do affiliate marketing. So I have a good following of supporters from my Walmart creator content. Until today, it's not Peach that her content is doing okay right now that I do on her, but I also have other content that does really well and videos that I put out a year or two ago that are still getting views and still um, doing pretty good for me. So that's what I was really pretty much doing. And then I kind of wasn't really wanting to do a lot of lives, but I found that lives gave me the ability to connect with supporters, and also it helped to grow my page. So that's why I started doing it. But I absolutely feel like this content game, it can get real iffy, right? And I think the point is to build your community of supporters, right? And to make you some doggone money. That's why I'm here. I'm for sure here for that. So I do like being able to connect with others and be on the same page. And I do want to get it right because, you know, again, I'm connecting the dots. And you got to connect the dots. It's not just about coming on here and, you know, just putting out content. I think content creators, those of us who are doing it, we enjoy what we do. Um, we love connecting with our supporters, but it's also a business. It's, you know, for us, it's a way for us to supplement our incomes. It's a way for us to, some people are able to actually make enough of an income to support themselves, their children, or to retire early, or to, um, you know, just have a better life. So, yeah. What's going on, chat? I got Simply in here. Hey, Crystal's World. Thank you for tuning in. I've been checking out your content. Crystal, I love your, uh, I just love your whole energy. You're so positive, and I could just feel your energy resonating through the screen. Um, am I singing? Singing where? Oh, all is always good for one thing. Honey, no apologies. Need to wear a mom. It's okay. It's all love. You know I love my lady perp. You already know. Hey, Salika Shaddai, how are you doing? You're welcome. You know what? I did see you doing bingo last night. I thought it said members only. Did it say members only, or was it for everyone? Um, you're feeling positive, Roxy. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, you Candy K was playing the game too. I think the games are fun, and it's a good way to connect with your supporters. Um, Lily Nuestra Family, she plays Hangman on her channel, and I like doing that with her. And also Mama 3, she started doing trivia, and those games are always fun. I have to get to your channel, Roxy, the next time you're playing bingo. Same MMG, I've been about to take a break. This is why I left Facebook years ago, but I'm going to stay in my zone over here. I'm a supporter, not a creator. I just do me. Hey, let me tell you something. That's what this live is all about. How to stay positive in these YouTube streets, especially when it starts getting negative. I seen I and I seen other creators, or supporters. They'll kind of get caught up, and then they'll come to their channel, and then I was like, oh, what happened? Like wanting the tea, and then I had to step back and I had to catch myself. I was like, hold up, swole up, because you can be egging something on. And that's another thing that we had to be cognizant of. We don't want to add fuel to the fire. You never know. We only know these people based off what they are showing us on YouTube. You don't want to get on here and start being being a part of a movement where people are attacking others, or people are, getting into it with other creators. And so when I see people saying, "Oh, this creator said that," I have made it my mission not to respond to those type of comments, because don't come over on my channel with the drama. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to single anybody out. I'm just saying, even if somebody says something about me, because all it's going to do is potentially knock me off my square. Even if I'm positive, even if I'm prayed up, I'm still human. So I stopped talking to my family because of that. If you guys watched my live that I did about blocking my whole entire family, and until this day, the only person in my family that I speak to is my mother and my children. The only people I'm speaking to right now is my mother and my children. And I love my mom, and that's my mom. My mom is getting older, so even though we have our differences and I don't always agree with the position she takes in life, I know that I want my mom in my life, and I find a way to, um, get along and have a relationship with her, because at the beginning of the day, my mother does love me and my children, and I don't want to let petty differences keep us apart. But them other people, my siblings, my brother, my sisters, F y'all. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I love them too. I love them as well. But I'm just saying that if the people who I love, my blood, if I would stop talking to them because of unnecessary drama and bringing me bull, because I just left a whole job. I just left a whole career because of BS. I retired early from a career. I don't have a problem cutting people off. That's how I stay positive. I will cut you off at the knees. I don't have a problem. As far as it is up to me, I will be at peace. I will not allow anybody in my home to cause me drama, to cause me dissension, to cause me to feel anything but good about myself. So I stumbled upon that live last night. I listened a little bit and tuned it out. Absolutely, Deneen. I get what you're saying. But if you want to do this content thing, do this content thing. You know, it's the way to do it though. Don't, because that's exactly what it is. You know, people get threatened. They see other people appearing as though they are getting a little shine or getting, like they're making a little money and they feel threatened by that. And, envy, it's all about envy too. It's all about envy because if the first thing you think to do is let me go make a video calling out content creators or let me start shading other content creators, that's envy, especially when you've done it time and time again. That will, you've done it several times. I've seen you do it. If I see someone constantly doing a particular thing that's negative, then I know. And again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because there's a way to even come on here and I mean, but when you're singling people out, when you're calling out content creators' channels, then yeah, that's problematic. Hey Deborah Ray, how are you doing this morning? Absolutely, let's have a positive Thursday. A positive 2025. It's not easy staying positive, simply because, like I said, on Tuesday I woke up and shoot, my last and final paycheck, they told me they overpaid me. I want my last and final paycheck. They told me, oh, payroll called me like, well, what you want us to do with this $60 check? You want to come pick it up or you want us to send it to you? I said, you can take that shit, excuse my language. And he was like, well, you don't have to. I said, I'm not cussing at you. I'm just saying. I'm not cursing at you. And I had to realize, wait a minute, be professional. And I said, sir, go back in and re-audit my account because you owe me and I need you to not just tell me that um, I was overpaid. I need you to show me how I was overpaid. I need you to send me the time cards. I need you to send me my ledgers. I need all documented evidence that I owe you because we're not just going to say that I owe you. I want it to be proven that I owe you. And if you can't do that, I need you to send me my money. Okay? So that was one thing on Tuesday. Then, this senior citizen, I'm not going to disrespect him. He was old and feeble, like 82, but the man didn't have insurance. And he hit my car. So now I got to call my insurance. This happened to me for last fall, too. Somebody hit my car and I ended up having to pay the deductible because they did a hit and run. But you guys were none the wiser because I still showed up on YouTube and still did my content and still supported you all. It'd be a lot going on in my life. A lot. I'm the mother of 5 girls. That's drama multiplied. Plus my own drama, plus my things that go on inside my own head. But still I come on YouTube and I don't pretend. It's not pretentious at all. That's me being real because I do my self-talk. I talk to God and I know how I want to please Him. And I know I don't always get it right, that I don't always show up in the best light, but I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. So, you know, um, What's for breakfast? Tacos. That's another thing. I went and bought ground beef yesterday and I went to put it in the skillet and it was brown. I got to take that crap back. I don't eat brown ground beef until it's, I don't want my ground beef turning brown until it's cooked. So I got to take that back. You know, it's always something. I got to drop my baby off too. She only have one child to drop off today. And she's milling about, honey. She do not like being late. Honey, if I have her late, it's an issue. That's my honor roll student. She doesn't like being late. She likes being on time. She likes things to be a certain way. I bought Greek yogurt and I didn't eat any of it. I got like 3 Greek yogurts. I probably need to throw it away simply. Yogurt and hot lemon water. That sounds like a plan. Hey, Regina. I don't know why content creators are mentioning other content creators. I didn't mention anybody this morning because it's not one person that's being negative on here. I see it from a lot of people. It's not just one person. So for me to single one person out would be, out of pocket anyway because, I haven't just seen it from one person. I've seen it from a few people. And I've seen others, uh, like other supporters, um, going live and saying that they had an issue with this. I've seen even supporters. I've seen supporters in chats. We've been doing this, like I said, since June. It's now October. So for the last 4 months, we've been, and it's okay to disagree. I think it's okay to disagree. I welcome disagreement. I stand flat-footed on my on my positions and my opinions. I love a debate. I don't just do it for the sake of debating and being antagonistic. But if I feel a certain way, give me a reason why I should feel differently. But do so in an intelligent way, right? Like I want to be able to engage in banter with others who are just as profound in their opinions and who have the ability to speak and communicate without insulting me, right? So if you can do that, cool. If you can't, then, because I'm not going to insult you. Even if you insult me, I know how to do a nasty read. I know how to get on here and get gutter with the best of them, but I'm not about to do that because then I got to get on my hands and knees and pray. I can't sleep. Like, God don't let me get away with nothing. I'm one of those ones that my mom never let me get away with anything. All my siblings got away with everything. Me, I always got the worst of it. So I just try to do right. Hey, shopper girl. Good morning. How are you? Hey, sis. How you doing this morning? How are you doing? It's all good. Thanks for tuning in, Yo Yo. You simply said she got her face. Listen, that's what they want you to do. They want you to come in their chat and argue. It's for engagement. They want you to come in their chat and argue back and forth and get into the negativity. But how are you doing any better than the person that you're calling out if you're doing that? If you're singling out creators and you're making a big fuss out of others and what they do on their channel, but you're doing the same thing. You're actually doing the same thing. You're making up stuff and somebody said AI and is involved in all of that. Come on now. Come on now. There's a way for you to even, be a big sis or, you've been in the content game for a while. You're educating or whatever. content creation for beginners, how to, you know, do content without, getting your channel taken, how to, do comment, however you're going to do it. If that's the motive behind what you're saying, right? And if people have emails in their profile and things like that, get at them in their email. Like, be a real woman about your stuff. Hey, Enoch. That was you that hit and run. It probably was, Enoch. That seemed like something you would do. Wait a minute, because that's a loaded statement, Enoch. Talking about a hit and run. You always got something up your sleeve. Like, you got to know, see, content creators, you got to know the people in your chat because they be trying to come at you sideways. And Enoch is one of those habitual line steppers that will comment something and it's like a double entendre. So you got to be careful with people like him. Enoch, don't start none, won't be none. For real. I done told you. Right, Deneen, 5 girls. That's why I call them my Barbie dolls because, I got attitude Barbie, I got funny Barbie, I got the diva Barbie, and they're all like little versions of me. So that's why I call them my Barbies. Getting grass-fed beef is better, no grease. You know what? I was doing the 93.7, but ground beef is so expensive now. OMG, it is so expensive. But yeah, I gotta start. I gotta be like that one creator whose name I will not mention and get me a farm. I gotta get me a farm full of cows and chickens and all of that. Because you guys know I've been going to Trader Joe's, right? And they just came out with something that listeria is going around in those in their packaged foods. And that's all Trader Joe's has is a bunch of packaged foods. I was like, let me not go, let me stay away from here for a while. Deneen, you sound like my mom talking about chicken livers. I like chicken livers though, they're so good. I haven't had them in years. If I'm under attack, if you're under attack all the time, that means you're doing something right. Absolutely, Enoch. You hit the nail on the head. If you are being under attack, then that means that you are doing something right. That's another um, way to look at it. Not just to look at it, it's actually true. People don't come for you unless they feel like there's something great about you, right? People don't usually, I mean, unless you're just like a person that's super negative and evil and you're putting out content that's just really horrible, right? Then you might get attacked. But if you're not doing that or if you're successful at what you're doing and they see you growing, then they want to attach themselves to it. Now you know you're doing something prolific if somebody calls you out by name, right? I mean, they're only doing that because they want that interaction with you. They're calling you out. They want attention. The greater the attack, the bigger the blessing. There are levels to it. Exactly. And as you move up, more levels, more devils. Enoch, look at you coming dropping some gems this morning. That's why I haven't, that's why I keep you around, Enoch. My neighbor just bought me 4 homemade blueberry muffins. That's cool. I wish somebody would bring me something this morning. Yo gave an invitation. Well, Peach ain't never doing nothing right. She'll stay under attack. Absolutely. Like when you like sometimes when you're negative, super negative, you're gonna draw negative to you. But like there's like it's that's not hate. People are responding to the negativity that Peach McIntyre puts out. But I'm saying when somebody singles you out because you are doing something because you're successful at something and they have an issue with it and they're calling attention to what you're doing, it's an attack. It's basically an attack. It's not putting you up on game because you're calling people out, and I've seen them do it to I've seen this one creator do it to several creators. And I just want to know who made them the content. Who made you in charge? Who put you in charge? Are you in charge of the girls? Who's in charge of the girls? Who put you in charge of the content girls? Girl, bye. Bye. And it's hypocritical. Real talk. For real, for real. I haven't done my workout or anything. Yep, you get one chance. You get one time to, a second time to boo, and I hate to say it twice, but listen up. Is you cool? But is you cool? She came in the chat before and caused an issue. That's what they want to do. They want to cause chaos. We are in the end of time, so nothing surprises me about anything. The only thing I feel we should do is get closer to God. The end is near. Enoch, well, you said a mouthful. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what we have to do. Yeah, Enoch comments be meaning two different things in real life, right? Simply. Yo, it's like my daughter. She works hard. Don't use her page as an example for some negativity. She could have used Peace page for that. Well, you know, hey M3, how are you doing, sweetheart? Grass-fed ones are overall just better. They have 90, 20, 85, 20. Yes. Grass-fed is better simply, and um, I'm gonna get over there eventually because I only used to do 85-15, but I'm gonna get over there to the grass-fed soon. Just trying to change my taste buds because the 90s, even the 90 10 and the 93-7, they don't have a lot of fat in them, and when you chop it up, they're a little bit tougher. So it's you got to get adjusted. It's an adjustment. Hey, Miss Boss Lady. Um, and we got real love for you too. Entertainment you love. You already know that. You already know that without a doubt. Thank you, M3. If you haven't already done so, please hit my please hit my like button. I appreciate you, M3. Right, YouTube put the YouTube police. The YouTube police. You know? Y'all, I done cut my edges off too much. Y'all, my edges look horrible. I cut them off, and y'all, now they look like hamburger meat. That's what I get. But yes, I was gonna use my last and final paycheck for me a new Louis and a Gucci bag. So I have all the reason to come on here and be negative and start hating. And y'all don't see me doing. I had my stuff already in my cart. I already had my stuff in my cart. That was gonna be my retirement gift to me, along with my vacation. I thank God for Jesus because they done stop nothing. I just got to be a little bit more practical with my funds. But I'm still gonna get my Gucci and my Louis back, and they still gonna give me the money they owe me. L.A. County, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me and give me my last paycheck. It takes a lot to navigate these platforms. I enjoy you guys and would love to have my own platform, but the way people act on here, no thanks. I unsubscribed when I saw another creator go through the S. Listen, Sheila, one thing you can never do in life, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in your real life, is allow anybody to knock you off your square. Do you. That's what a block button is for. Do you. As long as you're doing you and you're concentrated on building your own channel and you're doing it to your standards, because everybody has their own way of doing things. I have my mission and statement. I have my mission and values over here. I know what I'm doing. Other creators know what they're doing and the message they want to get across and how they want to be seen. That's their right. That's their right. Everybody needs to do what works for them and focus on their own channel. And like I said, if you're going to support me, support me. Will you always like what I do? No. And that's why I tell people I have an email. If you have comments, questions, suggestions, even criticisms, as long as you don't come at me foul, it's all love. I don't, you can come and say, hey, MMG, you said this today and I felt this way about it, or you did content about this. Can you give another side to that? Would you do this the next time you go live, or consider doing this? But to come to another grown woman's page, or to come on YouTube like you're going to sun somebody, or like you're going to put somebody in check, or like you're going to, you know, stop what I'm doing. Because what actually happens when you do that is you do the opposite. When you start calling people out, when you start being negative and things like that, what you're doing is you make people want to go see, well, who are you talking about? And then they start looking at you like a hater. Hey, Vakita Storm. Right, content gurus. Like, if you don't take your 5K followers having self, you had the same 5K, your channel ain't growing. The same hate for the last 6 months. You've been finding creators to pick on. Out of nowhere, Vakita. Out of nowhere. You making chicken tacos tonight? That sounds good. M3, you mainly just eat a lot of chicken. I notice you don't really do a lot of red meat, which is healthy, Bringing up Anton Daniels and the 40 people in the courtroom stuff. Like, the courtroom stuff is over with. The courtroom stuff is over with. And Peach made a big bag off of that. Peach knew what she was doing. Peach made a bag off of getting evicted. Now, one thing about her, she knows how to turn some negativity into a coin. This is what people need to understand. They don't understand the game of content creation. If YouTube hasn't kicked Peach McIntyre off with all the hatefulness, I mean, she came on here exposing people's medical conditions, SA, all kinds of stuff she came on here doing. She's had her husband on here and his deduntadons looking like he was on stand-up position. Like, I'm just like, how the heck does she get away with this stuff? And now, if they haven't got rid of her, shoot, I don't know. I'm not trying to say that anybody should emulate her, because she's the last person you want to be like. But I'm just saying, like, go tell her that. Go tell creators like her that are telling people if their deceased loved ones and things like that. Go over there and do that. Spread that. Go over there and sun her and tell her that. Go get in her chat. Go make a live about her and tell her that. But I don't see you doing that. I didn't see you talking about bullying or none of that when Peach came on here for 5 days straight and put up that lady Jessica and talked about her business for 5 days straight. The lady blocked her and everything, and she's still at it right now. I don't see you saying that about her. And I'm not saying that she should. I comment on Peach. I reacted to Peach's shenanigans, and I will continue to do so. I do it in my way, right? I will react to Peach, and I don't care what anybody else says about it. Again, content creation is a game. Don't you know Peach understands the game? That's why she makes money at it. Half of the stuff Peach puts on here is made up. It's for us to talk about. It's for us to react to. Because the moment we start reacting, people are going to come to her page to go see what she's up to. If we stop reacting, if we all decide, okay, we're not going to react to Peach anymore. If nobody reacts to Peach anymore, she'll still have supporters, but it won't be as effective. They're going to get bored with her. The same people are not going to come and watch her. It's just how it is. People like the negative stuff. Even though people love to hate her, they still watch her. Even if they unfollow her, even if they don't watch her, they're gonna listen to somebody else react to her. That's just what it is. I'm a content creator, and I'm gonna tell you, I come on here and present my real self, but I present the things I want to. Don't think for 1 minute that if I put something on here, I didn't anticipate how people would react to it. It's very methodical. I put the things on here that I want to put on here because I want to either inspire you, I want to motivate you. Sometimes I even want you to debate with me. When I put that, I agree with Peach not liking the Feeding Empty Little Tummies organization. When I put that, I knew that it would be blowback. People unfollowed me because they didn't like my position. That was my real position. That's how I really felt. I did not like the name. I do not like the black bags. I do not like feeding empty little tummies. I do not like green eggs and ham. Okay? So I knew, but when I put it out there, I knew that people would not like it. I knew that some people would not like it. And I saw, because on that video it said -3 followers. Right away. Right away. It wasn't even an hour that they stopped following my. So you know what you're putting up, and you know, as a content creator, you know you'll be. I mean, if you don't understand how this stuff works, then that's a lesson that you will learn as you continue to do it. Like, we watch our analytics. Peach watches when she puts up content about Wood cheating. She watches how her supporters love when she talks about her husband cheating. And guess what? She gets it back from that. When she starts going back and forth with her mom even knows. Her mom knows when she comes on here and she starts taking up for Peach. She knows she's going to get you guys riled up. She knows it, and that's what she does. And she says little things here and there. So please understand that. You know, content creators are here to entertain you, and they're here to put out content no matter what type of content creator you're following, whether it's a positive content creator. They know how to attract their audience. Everybody knows how to attract the audience that they want, and they know what's working for them, and that's what they are doing. So even the Peach Patch, when they come over and they are call themselves taking up for Peach, they are a part of the a part of the whole rhythm of this content thing. You have to understand that Peach knows what's going on. You know, she said if Peach gets a lawyer and she starts striking pages, why would she do that? That's a part of her bottom line. It's all an ecosystem. Right? The sky is the limit for everyone. It's enough for us all to eat. It's enough for everybody to eat. I had to give up ribs. I had to give them ribs up. Right, shopper girl. YouTube is not going to strike a channel if it's bringing YouTube a coin. Right. Unless it's just like real bad. It has to be real bad. It's a creator that had a creator's job, taking and talked about her children like a dog, brought this YouTube person up in her custody case in court, never got her page taken. Wow. You have a topic, which age we should stop? I don't know if I want to talk about that, Tasha. But like, let your children do it themselves. I know my daughter, when she was like 2 and 3, kids are very adaptable and very responsive to what you teach them. So you show them, and then you let them start doing it themselves. But I would say, I probably watched my little ones until they were like, 3, 4. They knew better than to dunk their little heads. They knew better. They were scared for me to even wash their hair because they didn't want to get water on their face. So I knew at that point. But definitely 5 and 6, probably by the time they're 7 and 8, they can close the door on their own, and you don't have to watch them as much. But 2 and 3-year-olds, I would not allow to to be in there alone by themselves. People don't follow because they don't like truth and what's real. Sometimes, like you got to understand too. Sometimes people are gonna have have an opinion that differs from yours. Like I don't want somebody. I'm not with that herd mentality where I agree with everything everybody says. I actually love going against the grain. I love to be thought provoking. I love to think on my own. I have a lot to say and I have a lot of opinions. So some will get me, some won't. That's fine, but I'm not thinking like everybody else. I think the opposite anyway of what everybody else thinks. Regina said, I reported Peach plenty of times. They always respond. If you don't like her content, then block her. Exactly. And that's all, folks. If you don't like somebody's content, block them. Block them. If YouTube take their channel, then YouTube takes their channel. Stop trying to tell people how to run their channel. Right, Shopper Girl. Kids have to be shown. And also you have to make sure they're safe. You have to make sure that they're able to be in the bathroom on their own. Right, Vakita. She's making yeah, TikTok let her back. They let her come back. And, they didn't give her other page back though. It's easy to not just go to people's channels to look for something negative, right? But what's going on is people are seeing others, they see it. They see who's winning in this content stuff, you know, because let me tell you one thing most content creators are not going to do. They're not going to willingly promote another content creator, you know, because especially if they're a competitor, right? They're not just going to call somebody else out for their followers to go and see what's going on with somebody else. Why would I do that? Why would I promote another channel unless I want to support that channel, like M3, like Yo-Yo, like Roxy, like Butterfly, Jazzy, people who are that I feel like I built a sisterhood with and that I'm connected with. I'm going to support their content even if I'm not really interested in their content that day. Not saying that that's the case. Don't get on me. Don't get on me. But I'm just saying if you're live and I'm watching content and I see that you're live, and if I see two of you are live, I'll get both phones out and try to support both because I'm supporting these people. And then if they come to my channel, I'm going to shout them out. I'm going to say, hey, go check out their channel. They put up this video today. And they do the same for me. Roxy has came over with her crew. Yo-Yo has came over with her crew. M3 always holds me down. These people support me as well as others. If I didn't say your name, charge it to my head, not my heart. But these people support me, so I support them too. But just to go and single out somebody and call somebody out because I don't like, especially if I don't like their page, why would I be mentioning you? I'm not going to mention you and give you free promo. So if somebody is doing that and they're calling names out, then that's because they want that creator's attention. They want to go back and forth. They want to go back and forth with that creator because they want whatever that creator has going on with them. That's why they do it. Have a good day at work, Enoch. Send me some money. Send me a super chat or something. Have a good day, Enoch. And I'm gonna get out of here too. All right, here I come because there she is. She's calling me. She gotta go. She actually has work to do at school today. I'm running late. My daughter's gonna get me. You guys have a beautiful Thursday. Stay positive in these YouTube streets. Don't get nothing on you. Don't let nobody knock you off your square. Hey, as long as you okay with your content and you coming from the heart and you're doing it with great intentions, hey, the only person you got to answer to is God. Don't let nobody else stop your bag. The only way they can stop your bag is if you let them get into your head. And if you want a channel and you want to do this thing, don't let nobody else stop you, because guess what? They want to stop you. They don't want the competition. You guys stay up and stay blessed. All I know is get money. What you say, huh? Get money. What you say, huh? And I'm going to get my bag because I wish you would. Tell me I can't come on here and say what I want to say and do what I want to do. If I'm all right with it and God's all right with it, hey, because that's the person I got to answer to. God bless. I'll be on here later, y'all.